Tonight, all of Connecticut's delegates for the Democratic National Convention say they will vote for Vice President Kamala Harris to be their party's presidential nominee.
Fox 61 political reporter Emma Wolforce joins us now. So, Emma, you spoke with some of those delegates. What are they telling you tonight?
Well, Sarah, Brent, we've seen those delegates and really the party as a whole rally around Harris in the last 2 days. So far, no other contenders have gone ahead and thrown their hats into the ring to challenge her for the nomination. Top Democrats from D.C. all the way to those here in Connecticut are pointing to Harris as who they say is the best chance to beat former President Donald Trump in November.
Kamala Harris is the best person presented and positioned to be president of the United States and the Democratic nominee.
48 hours after President Joe Biden dropped out of the 2024 race for the White House, support is growing for his endorsed replacement, Vice President Kamala Harris.
Everybody came into that meeting already supporting Harris and excited to get working.
Monday night, Connecticut's DNC delegation joined a growing list of states in overwhelmingly endorsing Harris for the top of their ticket.
I had maybe 10 to 15 conversations throughout the course of the day, but it was clear that every single person was immediately there. There were no holdouts. And it wasn't like this was top-down organizing. Everybody was just excited and ready to go.
Connecticut's 74 delegates and 5 alternates took a non-binding vote, agreeing to pledge their support for Harris come August.
Now that we have somebody who combats really every single problem that we had and comes into this with a fresh slate, but also brings all the wins of the Biden presidency, it's just win-win for everybody.
Elliott says there is incredible unity in the Democratic Party right now. According to the Associated Press's survey of Democratic delegates, Harris has enough support to win the nomination in August. She's received pledged support from nearly 3,000 of the more than 4,000 delegates, surpassing the 1,976 delegate threshold needed by any candidate to win on a first ballot. This is all non-binding, though, as delegates can still vote for any candidate of their choice during their virtual roll call before the convention in early August.
We could go whichever way we wanted. As these elected individuals going to the DNC in August, we've all independently made up our minds that it needs to be Kamala Harris.
And only 60 of Connecticut's 74 delegates will likely actually vote on the nomination during next month's virtual roll call. Those other 14 are what's known as super delegates. They're elected officials and other party leaders who will only vote if Harris doesn't receive enough votes in the first round to clinch the nomination. Sarah, Brent.
All right, so Emma, it doesn't appear right now, at least we haven't heard of anybody challenging Kamala Harris for the presidential nomination yet. Right. The conversation then shifts to who her VP candidate might be.
Right.
What are some of the names?
Well, like you said, no one else has really come up to try and contend with Harris. She's really showing as the presumptive nominee right now, so a lot of focus on who her VP would be. It's seeming like that list is shoring up as people who could bring to the table things that Harris doesn't have. She would be a historic nominee, first woman of color. She's younger, so she has those bases covered, but it's looking like it would be a Democratic governor from a key swing state. So we're seeing people like ROKU, governor of North Carolina, right. Andy Beshear, governor of Kentucky, Josh Shapiro, governor of Pennsylvania, and of course another big player here, Senator Mark Kelly from Arizona. Obviously, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Arizona, all really key swing states the Democrats would need to get if they want to win in November. Sarah, Brent.
All right. Thank you, Emma.